Good morning. It's September 2nd, Thursday today. It was downpouring again this morning when I went to the gym. I woke up at about 10 after 5 and it was storming and it was dark. And I went to the bathroom and I thought, I'm not going out. I could hear it out there. It wasn't like the other morning when it was downpouring. I didn't even know it. When I opened the door to go out, it was downpouring. This, I could hear it, and I'm still in my pajamas. And I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to go crawl right back in bed. But I didn't. I kept talking to myself. I had the no workout Kathy here and the workout Kathy here, and this one almost won, but this one won out in the end. I kept saying, nobody will care. You know, just go back to bed. And I talked myself out of it. So I went to the gym. And, so it's like 5:20, 5:25 I get there. And there's this strange guy. He's probably in his mid-20s, maybe a little older. Kind of walking in at the same time I am, but he didn't look like he was ready to work out. He had a baseball cap on and kind of like clothes you'd wear out at night. And he goes, oh, you're going in early too? And I was like, yeah. And then he said something else and I couldn't understand him and he was just mumbling. So I didn't pay much more attention. And then when I left, he was still at the counter talking to the new gal that's there. And I thought, well, that's strange. Why is she letting him hang around? Because he was obviously drunk. And so as soon as he saw me go through the gate to get out, he's like, oh, I gotta go have a cigarette, which kind of freaked me out because I'm like, it was almost like he timed going in with me and he timed going out with me. So I got kind of, that feeling you get where you're not supposed to go in the basement. Well, I didn't follow my instincts. I should have went right back in and said something. Well, the minute I get outside, he asked me for a cigarette. It's like 10 after 6, quarter after 6 in the morning, and I'm coming out of a gym, health club, and he asked me for a cigarette. You wouldn't happen to have another cigarette on you, would you? I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, no, sorry, I don't smoke. And then I just got kind of weirded out and thought, what's he going to do? So I ran to my car and locked it quick and got in and left. And just as I was leaving, it looked like another drunk was coming from the other side of the parking lot. So I don't know if they were together and scoping things out or what, but I didn't like it, and I'm going to call and complain because she should have called the cops and got him out of there. So anyway, that was my morning. Had another good day yesterday. Came in at 29 points. So I've been there all week, just teetering right on my point line. Salt. I brought up salt the other day because I felt swollen and stuff. And my sister wrote a comment about she learned at Curves that your salt intake on a food should not be higher than the amount of calories. Your calories should be at least the same amount of sodium, or your calories should be higher than the sodium. So I just started putzing around, looking through my cupboard, looking through my freezer. Like a Weight Watchers dinner is 350 calories and the sodium is 750 to 800. Cream mushroom soup, the low sodium, is 530 grams of sodium versus, what is it, 80 calories or something like that. That's the low sodium. And as I was doing this, my husband's following me around going, Kathy, anything in a box or anything that's preserved is going to be loaded with sodium because that's how they can keep it on the shelves. That's what makes it stand the length of time, the test of time. It's full of sodium. So we just were and I kept looking because I was just amazed at that. Because I remember my sister saying, good luck, it's hard to find anything that's going to be lower. I did find one thing. What was it? Can't remember. It's in my pantry. I know it is. But it was, it was like 15 calories and, 25 calories and 15 grams of sodium or something like that. But it was not something, is that the low sodium chicken broth maybe? Yeah, maybe it was the chicken stock, the low sodium one. Anyway, so as we were doing this, I said, you know, the only way around this, the only way to not get all this sodium is to not eat prepackaged foods. It's to eat the outside of the grocery store, not the inside stuff. You know, if you ate a meat and a potato and a vegetable, or an egg and 100% whole grain bread, and a fruit for breakfast, and for lunch you had maybe meat and brown rice and vegetables, and for dinner you had meat and potato and vegetable, and add another fruit or two in there, you've got your day, and look at how good the food you'd get. You know, that's how our parents ate. And I think I've talked about this, you know, months ago or weeks ago. I was talking the same thing, but not on because of the sodium, just because of the corn syrup and everything else. But here it comes up again. And I swear, I've kind of got my husband, because he goes, yeah, that makes sense, you know. So, and he would have no problem not eating out of a box, my God. The only thing I would have trouble getting rid of would be the cream mushroom soup, because I use that in my cooking. And that's about it. I don't use, you know, the hamburger helpers anymore. And I do eat, you know, the prepackaged meals for myself, like for lunch and stuff, which is stupid. I got away from them for a while, and then this last time I went to the store, I bought a couple more. And one because I wanted the container. But I think when I get back from camping, I'm just gonna, that's gonna be my week, is to not use anything that's been in my pantry or freezer, as far as something that has preservatives in it. See if we can go 1 week. It should be easy. I just named off a nice menu. You can do eggs for breakfast, chicken stir fry with some brown rice. I've got a big bag of brown rice. I just got to make it. Now I wonder, you know, those little individual brown rice cups, Minute makes, I think. I wonder if there's sodium in them. There probably is, because they just couldn't make it and stick it on a shelf. Well, it's actually just brown rice, and then you got to add water and nuke it, I think. So I wonder. I don't have any, but I'm sure there is, because it's packaged. But I've got a big bag of natural wild rice and brown rice that I can use. So potatoes, you know, vegetables, stir fries, pasta. I use the high fiber pasta. I gotta check my pasta. I don't think there's sodium in it. There's got to be a little bit, but I got to check the calories versus sodium on that. So I think if we just got rid of all this sodium too, we wouldn't feel so bloated, and we wouldn't feel so, you know, I take a water pill every day, so I'm not as bloated as I used to be. I take a water pill for my blood pressure, and I'm still puffy some days. So that's the salt. It's just pure salt. Now, when you make tacos, you know, you're going to eat your shell, which I don't know. I've got a package of them. I'll check the sodium in that. That might have been the one thing that had the low sodium. You know, and then you eat your meat and lettuce, tomato, onion. You know, not a lot of sodium there, unless you season your meat with a lot of salt, which we don't anymore. We've really gotten away from salt. We use more different spices, you know, cumin and cilantro and coriander and that kind of stuff to spice our meat. Garlic powder. I don't use garlic salt. You do use a little seasoned salt now and then. All right, but anyway, so just something to think about. Had a good workout. Did my arms today. So one of these days I'll show you a bicep, I think. Let's see. will show you a before bicep. There's not much there. Let's see. I can't curl it like you're supposed to. I can't curl it maybe because there's nothing there. I don't know. I do have a little indent right here that wasn't there a week ago. So that's coming. That muscle right there is coming. Got to get the fat off the arm too so you can see it. Oh, and I get my hair cut tonight. So jazzed. Okay, gotta go. Bye.